Hello everyone, this is MystieGaming and welcome to our new series, Dinosaurs Reborn, where we will be bringing dinosaurs back from the dead, again, but this time using the Reborn mod. Some of the main mods in this series are the Reborn mod, of course, hats as you can tell, realistic terrain generation, Tinker's Construct, and so many more. Unfortunately, as I'm sure you can tell, the original intro for my video wasn't gonna work. It wasn't that great. So I'm re-recording this after the fact, and I'm so proud with all of the work we were able to get done today. But the actual video picks up after I traveled 2,000 blocks towards that green dot to the base location that I picked out in creative. Well, in the creative copy of this world, because this is a pre-picked seed that I chose so that we would have room for all of the dinosaurs in this mod, because there are a lot. But anyhow, I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so this is absolutely everything that I got from the mining mission. I got a butt ton of iron, which I'm not going to smelt all of it because we do have Tinker's Construct in here, so I can actually double it and get an absolute insane amount of iron. I got a good bit of redstone, some gold, unfortunately no diamonds, but I think I'm going to do another mining session and pretty much just mine until I get some later. But the next thing I want to do is actually already done because I am doing and recording things a little bit out of order, is destroy all of the trees around the village. So I'm going to show you the time lapse of that really quickly and bring you guys back. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. And as you can see, it makes the biggest difference now that all of the trees are gone. I did leave the mushrooms. They are eventually going to have to go, but I would love to silk touch them at some point. So they're going to stay unless they are in the way of a specific build. But I am going to go ahead and pretty much level this village and do a bit of terraforming just to prepare the land for the village I want to make. And the goal of this episode, which I don't know if I've stated yet, is I want to pretty much build my entire base because I want to get out of the early game as soon as possible so that we can start with dinosaurs as soon as possible. Because unlike fossils in archaeology, the Reborn mod makes dinosaurs a little bit of like kind of middle to late game. So I'm pretty much going to build all of the buildings that I have already planned out in creative, with the exception of the laboratory, which I am going to build next episode. But before we can do that, we have to level this village, so I'm gonna throw y'all straight back into another time lapse and level this village, and also do a little bit of in-between mining. So I hope y'all enjoy. Okay, so that took absolutely forever, and I also recognize that it probably looks a little chaotic because I was following a schematic of the entire village already planned out, and then I turned it off and I was like, oh, this looks a little crazy. But I promise it'll turn out okay. And in fact, I'm about to go on a mining trip to get some more resources for the paths and for the buildings. But first, before we do that, I want to craft a backpack, which actually doesn't look too bad, and I should have everything. So the string, the leather, the bone meal. I need a chest. Do not have one. And that's everything for the tier 1 backpack. Oh, I need a regular chest, please. And then some of this. And then, okay, let's see how big this is. Okay, so the common one isn't super big, but I do think I can make the gold one. If I'm gonna have to smelt some of this though. So 9 for the block and 2 more. So that and some coal. But I am so excited for this world and for building our starter base and building all of these other buildings around here. The wood planks mark off where buildings are and where farms and stuff is, and I have just been having so much fun playing Minecraft. I know there was a large gap in my episodes because I got super burnt out and just unmotivated to actually play Minecraft, which was really sad, but now I am back. I want to play Minecraft again. I want to do all the big projects. I'm remotivated. So I know I'm taking on a lot this first episode, but hopefully it'll get us a good start so we can start getting dinos. Which... Then we can craft the block of gold, and then... Oh, we have plenty of dandelions. And destroying that village gave us so much, like, wood and resources. Like, look at how much there is in here. It's insane. Oh, wow. Now that's perfect, and that's going to make mining a lot easier, so I don't have to keep going back and forth for supplies. But I will bring y'all back and show you all the stuff I got on my mining trip. Okay, so I went mining, and I'm kind of a little peeved because I did a bunch of mining, mainly to get the stone resources that we're going to need for the village, but I was also down at like under Y12, and I didn't find a single diamond, which was a little bit depressing. But now that I have all the stone materials, almost, I need a lot of stone, so it's smelting. I need some more sand, and specifically, I'm gonna need 8 stacks of sandstone stairs, which, it's a little bit of a pain, but it shouldn't be too bad, especially considering there is a big patch of sand all the way down here. And I'm assuming that under the sand there is sandstone, and if not, I can just vein mine a bunch of sand and turn it down into sandstone and then into sandstone stairs. So we're gonna go on a little bit of an adventure. And I'm just gonna grab a stack of cobblestone. And yeah, let's head the very long way over there. And I think I'm just gonna meet y'all over there, and if I find something cool along the way, I'll bring y'all back, but I really don't think that I will. So, see you in a few. And right as it's turning to morning, I made it back, and now we have 2 mushrooms, which is just perfect. So now I can breed them and get infinite mushrooms. And we also got another resource for our base, which I am super excited about. And I think, I do need some actual sandstone too. So that'll be 4 stacks. Oh, and I do not have enough. I'm gonna have to go back at some point. But I will do that later off camera after I collect the rest of these resources, and we are gonna start building. I'm so excited, guys. Also, I really hope you enjoyed those time lapses of me building fields and building the house. And I think the next building that we are going to build is right back there because I want to get my ore smelted, and I have a blacksmith planned that has all of the Tinker's Construct things that we could possibly ever need. And it's also going to help me get some better tools because these are pretty much dead. So I think I'm going to do, well, this video has been a little time-lapse heavy. So let's do a little spin and here is the finished blacksmith's hut, and we have a massive Tinker's Forge that I've already been making use of as I have been building and smelting down all of our iron and gold that I've mined, as well as mining more in between episodes. And, well, in between clips, not episodes. This is episode 1. And this is everything that I was able to get. And as you can see, there are even a couple diamonds in there. And I will send you to the clip of me finding my first couple of diamonds right after this one. But I found another small vein, and with my first batch of diamonds, I was able to get a pickaxe and enchant it with Fortune 2. So that's where these 7 came from. But all of our iron has been doubled, and as you can see, we have quite a good bit that's gonna last us for hopefully a while, but I have a feeling that we're gonna burn through it fast. But speaking of this chest monster over here, I think that the very next thing that I should get building is the storage house or storage warehouse. And I'm really happy with this design, especially the interior, and I honestly don't know how much of that you're going to see in the time lapse, but I hope you enjoy it. However, before the time lapse, the clip of me finding my first diamonds. Hey everyone, I know this is kind of an off clip, but I finally found diamonds. You guys have no idea how long it's been taking me. I've been mining here and there, like in between time lapses and clips, and like I'm sure you can see just like how long I've been mining. I died in lava. I am playing with Keep Inventory, by the way, and my mine is absolutely massive, and this is like just this portion of it that I started, and oh my goodness, we finally found diamonds. This feels amazing, and I really hope that it is more than one. Let's see here. Okay, 2. Oh no, is it just 3? We're off to a good start. My hope is for 5. Oh, 4. And 5, that is the perfect number because it gives us enough for a pickaxe and then an enchantment table. Oh, okay, back to the regularly scheduled whatever the heck I'm doing next. So I hope you enjoyed that time lapse, and here is the interior of the warehouse. I have already organized everything into all of these chests, and thankfully we still have a good bit of chests left over because honestly we're still pretty in the early game despite all the progress that we've made. And as I'm sure you just saw in my inventory, I went ahead and made myself some Tinker's tools, but they still need to get their special attributes that Tinker's allows you to add. So for one of my pickaxes, I want it to be a fortune pickaxe, and you can only do these by level of 50, so now it has luck of 50, which means it's gonna have fortune. And I definitely want to get as high on luck as I can, but I do also want to add a diamond, which makes the durability go up by 500. and some redstone because that's going to give it a little bit of a faster mining speed. Now I'm not going to add another level of redstone, but I am going to have to get some more lapis. I'm not going to add another level of redstone because I made these out of cobalt and night slime? Yeah, night slime. And the cobalt gives it momentum and lightweight. The lightweight makes it mine faster just in general, and the momentum's pretty self-explanatory. The more you mine, the faster you'll keep mining. But, oh, that's the wrong one. Okay, we're gonna add luck 1 onto there. And I think that's all I want on here. If you guys have any suggestions for what else I could add to these, I welcome them in the comments. But this one is going to have haste, and it is going to be my silk touch one, which you can make with a silky jewel. It was just like lapis, not lapis, gold and emerald and some string. And I'm also going to add a diamond for that extra durability. And then, oh my goodness, I am out of almost everything. I'm going to add pretty much the same thing to all of these tools. I will do that real quick, and then we're going to go and build our final build for the day, which is kind of crazy to say. Okay, so I did get as many of the modifiers as I could on these that I wanted. I did run out of some resources like lapis, so I was not able to get as much luck or fortune on this one as possible. But let's jump into the final build for the day, which is the barn, which it's not gonna have like a specific use at the moment. I know I want to put some like a little chicken egg collector in here at some point. But for the most part, it's just going to be a big empty barn that we can use for mechanism machinery, which I did just add, or buildcraft, or immersive, or any of those type things, so that we have a place to throw it all. But with that being said, let's jump into the final time lapse of the day. I hope you enjoyed that time lapse, and like I said, it's really just a big building that's going to give me space to put machinery or really whatever we need to. But since all of the buildings are done that we're going to do in this episode, I figured I'd show you around a little bit because you really haven't seen all that much footage of the actual buildings themselves because, I mean, you've really just seen the time lapses. So this is my house. I have a lovely little library and enchanting setup and a little bedroom and some additional storage that I'm sure I'm gonna need at some point. With a little kitchen area and a little TV area, I really tried to focus on improving my decorating skills with this house, and the exterior is going to be coming in between episodes. Over here is the smeltery, pretty basic inside, but it has everything that I could possibly need in here. This nether portal is temporary. I did have to go to the nether for the cobalt for my tools, but this is the interior that I am most proud of. I really love how it turned out. It's very kind of cozy and grand, but that is all I have for this episode. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope it turns out okay. Now, next episode, we are going to be jumping straight into dinos, and we're going to build a building in that spot right behind me, and hopefully in between episodes, I will get some more mining done and some decorating. But I was also thinking of possibly going to the end next episode and getting straight into the end game. So I hope you enjoyed watching, and thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day. Goodbye!